Hi guys, and welcome to Kami Ideas. If it's your first time of being here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell so you receive notifications whenever I upload a new video. In today's video, I want to take you through a few things you need to know before you apply to a nursing school in Ghana. The first thing I want to talk about is the grade requirements. So if you want to offer a diploma in nursing or a degree in nursing, you need to have a cutoff grade of A to C6, to a minimum of C6 in 3 elective subjects and then 3 of your core subjects before you can apply to read a diploma in nursing or a degree program. And in the nursing training college, if you don't meet the criteria and you still go ahead to apply, what they do is that they will call you for interview. All right, no one will tell you your grades are not good. They'll call you for the interview, you go and even pay the interview fee, and they will not give you the admission. And then if you also forge your results, maybe you go to do something, tamper with your results, and you've changed some things, and then you impersonate someone, you use your sister or your brother's results to apply. When you get admission to the nursing school, they forward your details, they go to WAEC to do something we call verification. So during verification process, WAEC will certify WAEC will determine or decide whether you are really a true applicant, or you are using someone, you are impersonating someone, or you've gone to forge your results. So if you are found guilty, what they do is that you would be sacked from the college, and then you might even be asked to pay a fine and even be imprisoned. If they sack you immediately, you thank your God. They might not sack you immediately. They wait until you have paid your school fees. And then after the verification process, the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Ghana do something they call indexing. And during the indexing is about they identifying you and accepting you into the fraternity as a student nurse. So they will index you and give you an index number. So you use that index number throughout your stay in school. If indexing comes and your name is not part, it means you are not a qualified applicant. And the indexing doesn't come immediately. Like it might come during your second semester in your first year, or yes. So when indexing comes and your name is not part, it means you are not recognized as a student nurse. So you will be sacked from the school. By then, you might have paid for your school fees, paid with everything, and you are already used to the environment, and your friends have seen that you are in nursing school and all that. These things happen, and then you see someone in school some other time, you won't find the person in the school. Second thing is about clinicals. And in the nursing training school, we have internal clinicals and then external clinicals. And clinicals are just what you are taught in class, and then maybe you learned how to check a patient's vital signs like the temperature, the pulse, the respiration, the blood pressure, and all that. So when you are taught that in class, you are being sent to the hospital to practice it. So you try your hands on them. So they are just like practicals that we do when you are in school. So we have it in 2 sessions. We have internal ones and then external. And with the internal one, when school open, you learn for a period of time, maybe 2 to 3 weeks. Then you are sent to the health facility to go and practice it. You come back to school to continue your studies. And then it is done within the region where you are schooling. With the internal clinicals, you can't go far away region. It is done within the region. That's why it's internal, within. And then with the external one, during your vacation, maybe you have 1 week to rest, and then you go and do your clinical. So with the external clinicals, you have a choice to choose whichever hospital you want to go and practice. You can come home, maybe you are schooling in a different region, your family is in a different region. You can decide to go home, stay home, and do your clinicals. So vacation, there's nothing, the longest vacation, you have the longest external clinicals to do. So we are all busy like that. So either all the time you are in the ward, you are in the health facility with either internal clinicals or external clinicals. The next point is about the studies. If you are in a nursing training school, you should be ready to study, because if you don't pass or if you don't meet the required criteria to go to the next level, you will sit back. So it's not moving from level 100 to level 200 is not automatic. For instance, you are offering 6 courses in the first semester and you fail 3, and then the next semester we are offering about 7 courses, you still fail 3 or 4, you will repeat your class. So it's not about you moving from one level to another level automatic. So if you go to a nursing school and then you don't sit up to study, you go and even meet grandfathers and grandmothers in your level, in your class, maybe first year. You will meet people who have been repeated, and you also go and leave some of your class to class members who will be repeated. So in nursing school, we repeat, or they repeat people. If you don't study and they realize that you're not performing well, you will be repeated because you are going to deal with the lives of people. So if you are not willing to learn, it means you are not ready to be a nurse. The next thing I want to talk about is when you get admission to the nursing school, my sister, don't rush in buying the uniforms and buying all the essentials about nursing. Any book you see about nursing, you buy. Anything you see about nursing, you buy. You get to school and realize that they are waste. You've wasted your precious money to buy irrelevant material. And this point is funny to me because when I got there, like when you get admission to a school, it's so interesting because I was waiting and I was expecting to get admission, and the way it even came, like I was getting frustrated at where I was working. I was just praying that the admission letter will come and then I would just fly. I was so excited, and then anytime I'm in town, see anything about nursing, I just buy. Whether expensive or not, I just buy. So I go to nursing school and realize that those things I never used any of them. So don't, when you get admission to a nursing school, don't go and be buying big anything you see about nursing, you buy. You get to school and realize that those things are not necessary. Like they are not really materials that will help you that much. So when you get admission to a nursing school, what you should be concerned about is not about the learning material, because you have a lot of them in school. And then when you get to school, your tutors might even recommend the books that they know they are very good in the will help you in the nursing in your studies. They will recommend those books. They are always recommended for you to buy them. When you get admission to a nursing school to study nursing, what should be concerned about? Buy enough pens, because people steal pens during lectures time. They will steal your pens for you. So buy enough pens, get your shoes and your wears, your footwears. Some schools, you are allowed to either wear a brown or a black shoe. Other schools you wear only brown shoe or only black. So when you receive your prospectus and maybe you are supposed to wear, you can wear a brown or a brown shoe. Buy enough of your footwears, get some enough stationery like pens and the stuff. But don't go and be buying some books about nursing because they are going to nursing training college. You get there and realize that you wasted your money. So you get to school and then know what will actually help you, and then you buy them. Next thing is in nursing training college, you stay in a hostel. Some schools have enough hostel to accommodate every student. And my school, during my time, we didn't have enough hostel facilities, but currently they have enough. So you will be staying in a hostel. So that means you don't have freedom to do certain things, You don't have the freedom you won't get that enough freedom to not to go to school or to be roaming in town, not coming for lectures and all classes and all that. So you will stay in a hostel, and now when you are in a hostel, you are not allowed to be using some electrical gadget like heaters and blenders and things like that, because you'll be there and the school rules and regulations, you need to obey them. So you'll be in a hostel, and then that's another thing. But if you find yourself at a school that maybe you can rent outside, fair enough for you. But then you stay in a school hostel, you go by the school rules and regulations. The next point is in nursing school, you are being fed. So you don't go to the hostel and then you are cooking your rice and stew and things like that. You are fed and you pay. It's part of your school fee, so you pay. And then they'll cook food for you and then you go for it. When it's lunchtime, you go and eat breakfast, you eat supper. you go for your food. So you don't go to the hostel with rice cookers and then other electrical gadgets and you are cooking. And if you are not the type who likes eating out, it's either you depend on school food or I don't know how you survive. Maybe you get some other side food, maybe you get your snacks in your box or something like that, carry it along. So that reminds me, when you are going for reporting to a nursing school, get enough of those things, get your biscuit, your drink, your snacks, and get some other food where you can eat your cornflakes, your stuff, but don't waste time be buying rice, oil, and those stuff. The next but the last point I want to raise is about distance. Like most of the times you will be far from home, you might not be meeting family all the time. There you are in school, you go for internal clinicals and external clinicals and the rest. And then your vacation or the longest vacation you get, you have the longest clinicals to do. And in my case, I was schooling in a very far distance, far away region. And what happened is that I always have I have travel sickness. Like it used to disturb me a lot. Like when motion sickness, I sit in a vehicle, I always do not feel comfortable. So when I'm traveling, I have to take certain medication to keep me so I wouldn't be throwing up and then in the bus and all that. During external clinicals, I always want to finish everything there and now come home because sitting in a long car, going up and down, and when I get home, I won't be well for some time. It will take like a week for me to be okay with the change of environment, food, and all that. And when I get back to school, it take me another week or two for my body to readjust to the system, and I was always not feeling fine. Even when after I was done with my schooling, I decided to do my national service over there because I was like, let me just stay here, finish with this region, and then I know that when I'm moving to another region, I'm going to stay there for a period of time. So distance is one of those things. You have to learn to be matured because you wouldn't always have your family with you all the time. Or you will see sometimes even how friends might not even help you at a point in time. You have to just embrace yourself and adjust yourself to the situation, adjust yourself to the new environment you find yourself because family might be far away. It might take you months for you to be able to see family members. So this is what I have to share with you today. Stay tuned, keep supporting the channel, and God bless you.